Hello, good morning. My name is Murphy Opala, your relationship coach. It's always a delight to speak to you and help you build a happy marriage. For the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we've been talking about intimacy, and intimacy is very critical in marriage. Fight for intimacy. Where there is no intimacy, that marriage is on the pathway to dissolving. But where there is intimacy, you will have fun and be happy in your marriage. I started talking about the 3 ingredients that will make for intimacy in your marriage. The first one is show your vulnerability. Second is no secret. And the third one we're going to be discussing today is trust. Trust is critical. Marriage is built on trust. If there is no trust, everything crumbles. Everything crumbles. You cannot have intimacy, any kind of intimacy. We're going to talk about types of intimacy later on. We're going to have intimacy in your marriage where trust is eroded. So you have to build trust, and trust has to be built. Trust has to be built. You might start out happy with your spouse, marriage, love is shocking you, all those kind of things, but you don't know that you have to still build trust, because over time you can act in ways that will build trust or destroy trust. So what are the things that help build trust? Before I go into that, let me just say this. Men and women are different, and we trust someone that would satisfy our needs. For men are driven, or their love language, primary love language is respect, honor. While women, their primary love language is a show of security, especially emotional security. So having said that, let's go into 3 things that you need to do to build trust in your marriage. Number 1, be dependable. Be dependable. If you say, I'm coming back by 3, come back by 3, not by 3:10. If you show a consistent level of being dependable, you will see the trust level in your marriage with your spouse increases. Now, this is both for men and women. If you want trust to grow in your marriage, be dependable. Always say what you mean and mean what you say. Number 1. Number 2, communicate your heart. Communicate your heart. It's possible for you to build thoughts and mindsets in your mind, and the devil has a way of doing that, just telling you things about your spouse that you don't want to even say. You don't want to say, you keep it in your mind. But those things affect your emotions. They affect the way you behave. They affect the way you behave. And when you start, when they affect the way you behave, it destroys trust in your marriage. Just recently, I was having a conversation with my heart, a very hearty conversation with my wife, and I told her some things from my heart. And she said, it's very good that you told me these things, because at least from there we can communicate effectively. If you don't communicate your heart, you build some kind of restriction in your spouse's mind, and it can affect your marriage, it can affect trust in your marriage. Number 3, forgive. Learn to forgive, because we're not all perfect. Because we make mistakes as human beings, we tend to erode trust. But if you learn to forgive some of the mistakes of your spouse, you will not take account of it. So learn to forgive. And I hope this helped you. Yeah, now listen to this. If you're in Enugu, we have something special for you. We have coming up on the 18th of February, a romantic dinner for you and your spouse. The essence of that dinner is to help you build deeper connection with your spouse. You have to indicate interest, and we'll communicate all the details to you. So if you are interested, look at the screen. You see the flyer there on the screen. Or you can actually send me an SMS interested to 0703 0099275. Just send me an SMS and I will give you all the details. If you're in Enugu, you'll be glad to be there. Thank you so much for joining me. God bless you, and I pray that intimacy keeps growing in your marriage.